Welcome to Crime Time. We're your hosts, Lady Sky.
And it's me, Bird Barella.
Today, we're here to talk about monsters, specifically Joe Ball.
Ball? Like sports ball? Is this guy an athlete? I'm not big into sports.
This is a crime show, Bird. Why do you think it'd have anything to do with sports? Anywho, today we're here to talk about Joe Ball, also known as the Alligator Man. Joseph D. Ball was born on January 5th, 1896 in the great state of Texas.
Yeehaw!
Roughly 15 miles outside of San Antonio in the tiny town of Elmendorf. Joe had a pretty unremarkable childhood. He was the second child to Elizabeth and Frank Ball. After he served in World War I, Joe fancied himself a career and became a bootlegger during Prohibition.
So, this guy's a bootlegger. Is that the crime we're covering today? That's pretty weak. Where the hell does the alligator part come in?
No, he does commit a slew of other crimes, if you'd let me get to that part. In 1933, with Prohibition ending, Joe went straight and opened a bar called the Sociable Inn. Then, he dug a pond in the back for his 5 alligators.
Aha! That's where the alligator part came in.
Yeah, great observation there, Bird.
Well, did he name any of the alligators?
I couldn't find that part.
I would have named one Fluffy.
Well, he would have live shows with the alligators.
Ooh, like tricks and shit?
He fed the alligators live kitties and doggos and charged people for it.
Huh.
Yay!
I didn't realize animals had rights back in those days. Man, Texas sure was progressive.
No, there's a couple more crimes that I'd cover if you just shh and let me get to them.
Fine.
Joe liked pretty girls.
Who doesn't?
Well, I mean, he liked to hire pretty girls. The waitresses would come and go, mostly go. Joe blamed them only wanting a quick buck and leaving for greener pastures. When in 1937, Miss Minnie Goddard went missing, and her family were asking questions. The police went to her former employer, Joe. He said the same thing as before, and since, according to the police, he seemed like such a nice guy, cops dropped him as a suspect.
Wow. The one time being a nice guy worked out for the guy, I guess. Considering nice guys never get the girl, at least you can get away with breaking the law.
Ah. Well, shortly after Minnie's disappearance, a Miss Julia Turner went missing. She was another waitress working for Joe. This time, when cops returned to question him about her whereabouts, Joe's story mostly stayed the same, but he added that Julia had to skip town due to a fight with a roommate. And Joe had given $500 to the girl to help her out, but police did note that Minnie had forgotten to bring all of her belongings with her.
I mean, $500 is a lot of money in those days. Hell, it's a lot of money in today's days. I could buy a new wardrobe with that shit.
Yeah, but I don't think he went on a shopping spree. See, the thing with Joe is, you need to understand, he got around. Especially with the girls he'd employ. There's quite a bit of jealousy and rage going on with his employees/lovers. 2 more girls went missing in 1938, a Miss Hazel Brown, and later even his wife, Dolores.
The internet hadn't been invented yet. I bet it was hella easy to disappear in those days. Maybe Dolores and Hazel ran off together, started new lives, started banging the same boss.
Well, I mean, 2 more women working for him went missing in that time. Do you think they joined up with Dolores and Hazel too?
Oh, maybe.
Well, do you, Bird?
I guess.
Because his neighbor went to the police to report that he'd witnessed Joe cutting up a human body and feeding it to his alligators.
Oh.
And another man reported that it smelled like there was something dead in Joe's barn.
Well, now I suppose I don't trust Joe's story much at this point.
You shouldn't have trusted him in the first place.
I will do what I want.
Well, funny enough, so did Joe. The police finally went to Joe's bar to take him into San Antonio for questioning. Joe pulled a gun from his register and shot himself in the heart.
That's definitely not something I'd expect out of an innocent man.
You think? In the end, Joe's handyman, Clifford Wheeler, confessed to helping dispose of 2 bodies. Clifford led the investigators to the body of Hazel. Her body had been cut up and buried behind the barn, and her head had been burned in a fire. Clifford also aided Joe in burying Minnie in the sand in Ingleside. Those were the only Clifford confessed to, for which he served just 2 years, though evidence was found which led Minnie to believe that he could have killed upwards of 20.
Man, the cops were definitely wrong with the title nice guy.
Well, I do have a bit of a happy ending. Police were able to locate Joe's wife, Dolores. Turns out she had moved to California for new beginnings.
See? That warms my heart.
Well, and the alligators were moved to San Antonio Zoo for a human meat-free life and became somewhat tourist attractions.
I love a happy ending.
Really? How's that happy? Either way, thank you for watching and/or listening. I say listening because starting this week, we will be releasing an extended cut podcast on Thursday for those of you that would rather listen or get more details on Joe, or if you just don't want the fun to end. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up, and if you're new, subscribe for more videos. And check me out on Twitter at CrimetimeLady.
I too tweet at BirdBrella. I have like 20 followers, so give me some love. Tweet.
And check out our Facebook page at Crime Time with Lady Sky and Mistress Bird Barella. All links will be included in the little description thingy below.
Or just leave us a shitty comment. I love those, actually.
And as always, be wary of the monsters out there.